Alive? Oh man, oh man. 14.2 overs to spare. Australia have been bundled out for 188. An absolutely woeful showing considering that they were 129 for 2 or 169 for 4.
Correct.
Lost their last 8 wickets for 51 runs.
That's a collapse of epic
Or wait,
proportions.
no, not 51. You may say 59 runs. 59 runs, 8 wickets. That is the problem. Mohammad Shami, Jadeja, Mohammad Siraj were all the stars taking wickets at regular intervals. Hardik Pandya and Kuldeep Yadav also chipped in with a wicket apiece. Australia have suffered an epic collapse after Mitchell Marsh, promoted to open the batting in place of David Warner, managed to he scored 81, but unfortunately the rest of the Australian batting could not chip in and they were bundled out for 188. There was a lot of criticism by one of our family members about Mohammad Shami that he should go, he should not be picked, but his spell changed the entire complexion of the game.
Absolutely, and that's why when you have a fit Shami, you need to be playing him. He walks into the team as a first choice, no two ways about it. He was absolutely getting that ball to sing, and I don't think the Aussies helped themselves with some very, very average batting. You'd struggle to remember a memorable innings beyond the 81 which you mentioned by Marsh, and truth be told, it just didn't feel like it was an even contest thereafter. Shami ran through. Jadeja looked a handful to deal with. I mean,
yep. Let me tell you, Jadeja back in the squad after about 5 to 6 months, 2 for 46, Kuldeep 1 for 48. Yes, they were taken apart by Marsh earlier on, but then it's very important that Mohammad Shami came on, hit those hard lengths. He didn't rely anything on Yorkers or he didn't rely upon any kind of swing. He relied on the hard lengths. From the good length to the back of the length, that is how he got those 3 wickets. Siraj bowling with tremendous hostility ensured that, look at the shots. Head, loose shot away from the body. Then Mitchell Marsh, yet again, unfortunately mistimed a couple of balls. Then Stoinis unfortunately played a bad shot. Green undone by a superb delivery. Smith, bad shot. Labuschagne, bad shot. Abbott, bad shot. Good catch, you may say, in the end, but by Shubman Gill. But most of the shots that you have to look at it is a really, really poor show by the Australians.
absolutely.
Glenn Maxwell as well.
I will come to Maxwell as a separate rant that I want to do on Glenn Maxwell. Okay, that I'll do it later. But 129 for 2, 59 runs, 8 wickets. You're not getting back from that position unless India have a similar kind of a collapse. So, advantage India at the Wankhede Stadium, but I will come to first Glenn Maxwell. Okay, now this is where my theory about packed with all-rounders. Okay, if they collapse spectacularly. Okay, Green undone by a superb delivery from Shami. Okay, then Marcus Stoinis looked all at sea against Shami because look at the position where they're batting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Stoinis is number 8.
Number 8. And this is the same Marcus Stoinis who smashed 146 against New Zealand, slightly higher up the order.
He normally bats at 4-5. I don't understand what is the point of giving him 8.
That is the problem with too many all-rounders. See, everybody from Inglis onwards, who's the one? Green, Maxwell, Stoinis.
Yeah.
That's it. 3 proper batting all-rounders or bowling all-rounders, whatever you want to look. The Indian fielding, by the way,
Yes.
that also contributed a bit.
KL Rahul, Ravindra Jadeja,
Shubman Gill, although he dropped, dropped, you may say Stoinis earlier, but he didn't make him pay. So that is why, Mike.
I think it's on.
Yeah, so look at it. It was a combination of bad shots. It was a combination of brilliant fielding that ensured Australia would be all out for 188. Okay, Inglis wicket, unfortunate. Yeah, he got Travis Head also inside edge by Siraj. Unfortunate. You may say the catch that Jadeja and Labuschagne, he looked clueless against Jadeja in the test matches. Here in the field, he seems to have that Labuschagne bogey all over him. So, Green undone by a good ball, but Maxwell. For far too often, for my comfort zone and for watching Glenn Maxwell, I cannot understand for heavens above Why does he not play according to the situation? Look at the shot that he attempted. Pandya had stationed short leg there. I mean, he had stationed short mid wicket there. Okay. You know what was going to happen. Conveniently, Jadeja bowls it slightly short. Maxwell rocks back, pulls it straight to Pandya. Straight to Pandya. What do you do then? You put pressure on Stoinis, you put pressure on Abbott.
Yeah.
That's it. There is no way out. The Indian bowlers have their tail up and that's it. They're going to run through you. Shami, 15 balls, didn't concede a single run.
And got like what, 2, 3 or 4 wickets in that point?
Two wickets in that spell.
Yeah.
So, that is why my problem with this entire batting deep till number 8, it's all good, but if your top order fails, then even your lower order has very little chance of bailing.
But then
you
here
out.
It didn't miserably fail or something.
I think the problem here was the lower order. Maxwell 8, Stoinis 5, Green 12. English didn't really do much, 26 or 27.
Very inconsistent. See, barring take away Marsh's 81, the rest of the batting contributed only 107 runs.
Exactly, and the top order is also culpable because again, Marnus, Steve Smith, both out cheaply. You need, if you're Australia, you need one of them getting you decent scores. Neither of them could bat through. Neither of them could play that. A big knock, of course. See, 50 over match. You're thinking, okay, get a valiant 70-80, hang in there. And I'm sorry, but these weren't like, crazy batting conditions or bowling conditions. This wasn't one where it was seaming all over the place or, the batsmen were getting the bowlers, spinners were getting prodigious amounts of spin, nothing of that sort. You're playing bare minimum basics and even that they ended up kind of,
Were they listening to Sachin Tendulkar's speech today on Sports Today? They wanted to make ODI cricket exciting, right?
This is done the opposite.
Totally done the opposite.
It's done the exact opposite because India are going to canter to this. In fact, I dare say they will sleepwalk their way to 189. That's hardly fun.
That isn't fun. You saw a glut of runs. I mean, if you want to look at it, only in Ahmedabad, out of the 4 tests that you had, only one produced a run feast.
No, you want to see runs being scored, but not in that manner. Likewise, you want to see a target being chased, but not like not like a cake, as if it's a walk in the park.
Yeah, so that is the major problem that I have. See, ODIs are facing a bigger problem. Why is that? Because either you once again go into the other extreme, say too many runs, or it's like this.
But see, even too many runs has its, after a point, you kind of make the fans immune to it. Like I remember England post their 2015 revamp started producing these absolute pata wickets at home. Every 2 games
World
they were getting
records being
370,
broken,
80,
yeah.
390, 400. It numbs you to it. It's like, okay, good. You're getting to see 50 overs of T20 cricket. But then that again comes to the question, and this is something I've long held as a belief, that people always say, oh, test cricket is in danger. Wrong. Test cricket is not in danger. Test cricket will always have its traditional fan base. The format you need to look at being the one in trouble is this one.
Yeah, but then see, if you look at it, I had asked somebody in the past, a very prominent media personality, he had said that, see, ODIs may not be in that much of danger for one reason. It is the right format for advertising, for sponsors.
Yeah, that's fair and good, but that would have been
I don't get, if the format's dying,
dying,
there aren't many people tuning in, then from that advertising and that broadcast point of view as well, it'll soon just, fade away.
That's the problem. The problem with ODIs right now is it's being squeezed in everywhere. Again, best example, right after the T20 World Cup, England, defending world T20 champions, just won the thing, and defending white ball champions, playing a series against Australia in Australia, where not only were the English players openly saying they'd rather be elsewhere, but in a 90k capacity ground, the Melbourne cricket ground,
7,000.
you had 7,000 people.
7 to 10,000.
And that's the problem right now, is that the calendar is being flooded. Don't forget, at that point also in Australia, the World Cup had just finished. You had the BBL about to start. You had the WBBL about to start. How much cricket are people going to watch?
The problem with all formats is there is excess saturation.
Yeah.
Excess saturation. I mean, okay, someone like Sachin Tendulkar can remember each and every bit of this thing because he played cricket. Okay, he played a fair amount of cricket, but then today, if you ask me to remember what happened in last year's IPL, you have to scratch your head because
IPL, I can't remember what happened in the last ODI series. I cannot for the life of me remember. Last year's IPL was still 1 year back.
Which was the last ODI series, by the way? The New Zealand one, right?
Exactly. I will struggle to remember what happened. There was an ODI series against Sri Lanka also. That too I will struggle to remember what happened.
And there was one in Bangladesh before that.
I will struggle to remember what happened there as well.
Okay, this is back?
It's back. It's
Without
pushed by
me.
God's hands.
Yes, did we tell our family members about it?
Yeah, so this is the bat which Sachin was using. If you watch, we've got a video up where he's recreating the iconic shot.
Yes,
uppercut
straight off Shoaib Akhtar.
Yeah, so this
Yes.
was the bat he used. So
This was
it's
just
been
touched
blessed
by the
God.
master.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, that uppercut. Remember, it was the first meeting, you may say, since that 1999 infamous Kolkata test, where Akhtar cleaned him up with a reverse swinging Yorker first ball golden duck. Then I think Sachin and Shoaib squared off in a couple of ODIs in that tri series. If I
Rajat Thind rightly points, he said, "Kal khana kya khaya tha, wo yaad nahi rehta." He's got a valid point.
he's got a valid point, and then
And this will happen. See, even though they say, sports fans have a brilliant memory, but in terms of cricket, and for they say that for football fans as well. But if you have so much of cricket going on all around the year, then especially a format which at present looks extremely tedious, extremely tedious and placid, for the life of it, it looks lifeless, let's say.
Yeah.
Again,
it is.
And I mean, see, even today, mind you, it's a Friday, and Mumbai, which is a cricketing hub, you can see plenty of pockets of empty seats even there. ODI cricket just doesn't generate the same interest. And as you were saying, you are right in the sense that if you look at it from a traditional standpoint, that ODIs would be the perfect advertiser's dream. Oh, you have people glued to the TV for 8 hours. Yes, we can flash unlimited, but the problem is nowadays the viewership is down.
Viewership is down.
So what happens in fact as a result is, speaking of, let's say advertisers and how this could, then the test format and more importantly the T20 format, then again the prices over there go up because that then becomes the only window for advertisers.
Tell me honestly, right now with an IPL coming, would advertisers not have put all of their money there?
Over there, yes.
Would they have not?
In fact, the advertisers would anyway told the broadcaster, listen, this is all that we can offer right now because we're putting in all our money in the IPL.
Correct. And IPL, and that's the thing with the whole point of ODI cricket, which was first invented, was to be that one format which could attract a casual viewer.
Yeah.
Now T20 and T20 leagues have superseded it, which then begs the question, what is the relevance of ODI? Is it the only relevance, in my opinion, this is just me, you can feel free to disagree, is that there was the first World Cup that happened.
1975.
So honestly, right now the only relevance of the ODI format is the original Cricket World Cup.
Yes.
That's it.
That's it. Yep.
I cannot for the life of me sit and think through, if I was not in, the field we were in, if I have to pick and choose what cricket I watch, ODIs will be one of the first things I eliminate from my diet because it's just too time consuming.
It is. And again, see, the contest that we're seeing, no, we can't be too critical of the pitches. Okay?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the pitch.
There's nothing wrong. No, but I'm saying, what is the problem that is plaguing Test cricket in the recent series? The problem has persisted in ODIs for a very long time. There are extremes. Either you get extremely flat decks where 350, 375 stays down like a drop of a hat, where the bowlers become only machines.
Down also.
Yeah, where bowlers just become machines. Like how it happened in 2013, India versus Australia. Almost all the matches went to 300, 350 and it was getting chased.
Yeah.
Or you come to this extreme, 189, hardly
which is on a, you can say, dare I say, sporting track, which is offering something for everyone.
Exactly.
But even on a sporting track, the batsmen are falling like ninepins.
The problem now is, okay, where do you prioritize? How do you ensure you're 100% fully there? Look, 3 matches in the space of only 5 days. 17th, 19th, 22nd. That's it. 5 days, 3 ODIs done.
And tell me honestly, how many of these players would be keeping one eye or have their focus already on the IPL training camps?
This is the problem. 9 days later, you have the IPL, which will go on for 2 months.
You know what this reminds me of? It's like when India won the World Cup in 2011.
And then
1 week later, IPL starts.
Yeah.
Like,
oh,
bro,
man.
Where is the gap?
Was it 1 week? I thought it was less.
It was 1 week. First, if I'm not wrong, or second India.
2nd April 2011.
And actually, you're right, it's less than 1 week because in 8th.
Ah, yes.
8th of the IPL started.
8th IPL, KKR versus CSK.
Yes.
CSK won by 2 runs.
2 runs, and that was, I remember that match primarily
Saudi.
because, not just Saudi, but because KKR had played with 2 foreign players.
Oh, yes. And I remember Saudi becoming one of the best death bowlers at that time. So,
really was eons work. Because 11, 12 years later, his death bowling has gone for a toss.
And he's going to become KKR captain.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, In a way, see, IPL, you supersede that, okay? From March 31 to May 28th. That's where your priority is going to be. Even if it is WTC year, even if it is ODI World Cup year.
Half of the Australian WTC, what do you call, team doesn't necessarily play test matches.
They will be playing in the county.
You have head. I'm talking about even if you look at their squads for tests and ODIs, it's markedly different.
Yep.
You look at these ones here, like some Maxwell and Stoinis and your the bowlers, even Inglis. Those are test players.
Yeah.
Majority of them are not test
team,
players. Marsh is not a test player.
Who are all there in the IPL? Just can you have the look at score?
Let's just look at the score. I think almost all of them are IPL players.
Yeah.
Not the current bunch.
Yeah. Let's
See,
go.
Head is not part of IPL.
See, Head isn't. Mitch Marsh is. No. Mitch Marsh is
Yes.
DC.
He's been bought by DC. DC.
He didn't let him go. He's with DC.
Smith not there. Labuschagne not there.
Okay,
Inglis
fair.
not there. Green for Mumbai. Maxwell RCB. Stoinis
There. Stoinis LSG.
LSG, yes. So 4. Abbott not there. Stark not there. Zampa not there. 4 out of 11.
Actually, if you think.
4 out of 11 players are in the IPL.
But what about their squad? Who are the.
I'll have to look at Agar, not part of the.
Not part of the.
Wait, I think I.
Check the squad.
I'll have
These are all players. You look at Zampa, he was available, he was in the auction.
He didn't get picked.
May not be playing the IPL, but they're busy playing the T20 format and other leagues.
Yeah. So Carey not there. Ellis Punjab Kings, I guess.
I think he's with Punjab.
Yeah. Warner, obviously Delhi Capitals. So in that sense, if you look at it,
7 players.
yeah, 6 out of
6
15.
out of the 15, 16.
But if you look at
scored.
India's squad, obviously India, every single player
Everybody.
mentally is already looking forward
Looking
to
at the IPL.
Barring, let's say,
Jadev, no, but Jadev is part of the sub squad
Unadkar?
now.
Jadev is, I think,
he got picked, yeah.
No, he used to be KKR years back.
RR back again.
No. I don't think.
GT. Wait,
Did he
we have
get
to. We
picked?
have
Yeah,
to
just
He
check
got
Shivam.
picked for
He
about
got
a
picked.
crore or so,
Yes,
right towards the
So
end.
every single one of these players is playing IPL.
Yeah.
A lot of them, their focus would already be there. In fact, a lot of teams have actually started their camps.
Yep. And
Majority of teams have. So
Unadkar, I'll have to check. I think he was part.
I do recall him getting picked.
He
by
was picked.
someone. Was it GT?
LSG.
LSG. There we go.
LSG for 50 lakhs.
Base price.
Oh yeah, he was there in the jersey launch. Shit, we forgot about it.
jersey launch.
He was there,
Right?
yeah. See, that's what. Too much IPL, too much cricket.
No, I'm fine with IPL being there. I understand it being a cash cow. Because this series before just seems like a way of fulfilling commitments. And quite clearly, even the players' minds are not on it.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, it doesn't seem like it is.
See, it is again a capitulation. Australia's cluster collapses.
Yeah.
The test matches were ample proof. Here also 8 for 59.
I'm just thinking if Australia making it a habit of not giving it a fight in the first match of this
Yes. What is
series.
it?
What
with
happened
that?
in Nagpur is just
Can't adjust.
Yeah.
Can't adjust to conditions,
maybe-
be it white ball
See,
or red
Nagpur
ball.
was all about not being ready
But
mentally.
Nagpur mentally they were shot before the match itself.
Thanks
So
to their own media.
They were worried about this is
The
going to spin
pitch,
extra.
where it's
this,
watered,
that,
where it's not
falana.
watered.
Nothing of the sort happened. It was actually the best pitch you got throughout the series. Most sporting
Yeah, they
pitch.
made it more. Forget making it more, look more difficult. They made it sound more difficult.
Sound, absolutely. And see, that's the thing. I mean, look, I think, truth be told, this match also, it's a massive capitulation.
It is.
You're thinking one of them will stick.
But these
get to
rash
250,
shots,
270.
I think
Bad
I agree
shots.
with what
All
Siddharth
bad
says
shots.
that these rash shots, especially that of Maxwell, knowing that you're already 7 wickets down.
Even you may
Because
say Marsh.
Maxwell also always had that tendency. I at this point, and he's what? He would be in his 30s now?
30s.
I am not expecting him to change that about him.
yeah.
Look, get Chahal, get Kuldeep, get Ravindra Jadeja in. He will go for the wicket, get out. Look at
Exactly.
who has he gotten out most times to. It's to these 3 spinners.
Yeah.
Marsh also you can say was a bad shot. Because he looked set in the quest for aggression when you probably should have kind of settled in and nudged the scoring rate along.
Yeah.
You need some conventional cricket being played.
Yeah.
You can't go bang bang. See, England also go bang bang, but they also nudge the scoring rate along when they want to.
More importantly, with England, I've noticed this as part of that template. It's there in both their 2019 and 2022 World Cup winning squads. Then number 3 and number 4 have always been anchors.
Yes.
In 2019, the roles were played by Joe Root and Owen Morgan.
Owen Morgan.
In 2022, you had David Malan and Ben Stokes. That was your...
Morgan wouldn't be an anchor.
No, but in 2019, granted, he had that one really bang knock.
17 sixes Afghanistan.
17 6 against Afghanistan, but otherwise by that point in his career, he had morphed into more of a collector than someone who will look to play out every ball, especially in comparison to a Jason Roy, Johnny Bairstow, and the people who would come below. Butler, remember, at that point would bat at number 5.
That England team was next level.
Exactly.
Next level.
Next level. They had
Roy, Bairstow, Root, Morgan, Moeen, Stokes, Butler,
Vokes,
Archer, Wood,
and Adil Rashid. Next level.
That was a genius.
That
is a genius team.
That was a very well-made team because everyone had their roles. And mind you, in England that didn't have Sam Curran.
Oh yeah. Yep.
He wasn't in the scene.
No, he wasn't.
But that's the thing.
His brother was.
Tom.
Tom in RR, I guess.
Tom is there this time around.
No, he isn't there.
He's
Tom
not.
isn't there.
No, he doesn't get picked.
Tom, I think, played 1 or 2 games only in the World Cup, I guess.
Yeah.
I think he didn't play.
No, for 19 he didn't play. He didn't play. Because I remember they had, what was that guy they randomly brought back? Plunkett?
Yeah, Plunkett was there.
Liam Plunkett. He played the final. Liam Plunkett played the final. I was shocked. And I remember thinking, Liam Plunkett, but he played really well.
He played well. I mean, credit to Plunkett. So that is why. See, ODI is unfortunately the problem.
RR had Zampa. They brought him.
If somehow RR can play Ash uses Zampa.
They bought.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, base auctions every year it happens. No, it's impossible to keep track.
And especially against CSK. Yeah, that's.
Actually, playing at Chipok, if they can fit these 3 in. And Roy, I agree with you, man. I have no expectations for this year. Prepared for the best and prepared for the worst and hoping for the best.
Yeah, but how can they play all? Because see, you will obviously play Bolt, you will obviously play Butler, you will obviously play
Jason Holder.
You'll have to play Holder.
No, they might just make some tweak here or there. You never really know. You might not play Bolt. You might not.
Not play Bolt.
You might not. You will.
You'll have to play.
See, but then remember, now they have one Indian seamer less also. No Prasidh Krishna.
No Prasidh, yes. Prasidh's out of this.
And Navdeep Saini's poor guy is always just waiting to get injured.
Zampa was picked. Oh, he got picked in the rapid accelerator auction.
SRH always look good here, but suddenly they always seem to have, they also have a tendency of underachieving.
New captain.
GT, again, look very solid this time. GT, Gujarat Titans. So, as I was saying, ODIs, unfortunately, what is happening is because context, you're only less than 10 days away from the IPL. Okay.
Same thing happened with the Australia-England ODI series. Just after the World Cup, people are coming down from that high and like, oh, okay, good. Here's watch ODI series.
No, and the ICC haven't laid out a straight blueprint for the ODI Super League. What explains? Inexplicable.
The ODI Super League was so successful that they're canning it already at the end of this World Cup cycle.
They have to can it.
Yeah, because it made no sense.
Why? Sri Lanka, New Zealand is part of the ODI Super League. Because Sri Lanka will have to qualify. West Indies and South Africa, the 2 teams are in dire need of qualification. That series is not part of the ODI Super League.
As I said,
whatever they will win,
the whole purpose.
It defeats the whole purpose. Why did the ICC not allot all those things? So that's why they don't have a clear blueprint on how to handle ODIs.
That explains the injuries to an extent.
This is a very old rule.
It's unfair. Because see, back injuries can occur anytime.
And honestly, I think now I am more likely to blame the NCA than anything. Bumrah also had happened. Now Shreyas also say.
Bumrah was clear NCA mismanagement. Yeah. See, the NCA have made a point.
That was, but with regards to Jadeja, I think it was something of his own doing as well. Yeah. Even though he was recommended the surgery and he opted not to, but then we all know the circumstances under which he actually picked up
far from ideal.
Exactly.
We took this one, Shivam. There was another one, Aman Bhatnagar one, which we didn't take. Aman Bhatnagar saying Umesh has been prepared for WTC as Bumrah is unaware. Same Siraj should be the first choice in WC20. Agreed. Totally agreed.
Siraj has to be.
Shami, Siraj, if Bumrah is available, Bumrah. If not Bumrah, I would stick my neck out and say Umran. Yeah. But if Umran doesn't get that opportunity, then I think you might want to go with the same
Umran will be there in the squad. He'll be your X factor. And if at all, let's say India are in a desperate need of, that X factor to be brought in, if things aren't going well, let's say only then I feel Umran will be introduced. Otherwise, think pretty much the bowlers that you're seeing right now, and Bumrah looks very difficult to sort of adjust right now, given that he's got his own issues to deal with right now.
So that is why
Vignesh Konara says ODI Super League gives the small team series against big teams. Please understand. But Vignesh, the big teams have no incentive to play the small teams. Yes, there have been some series like Netherlands had a few good series against the likes of South Africa.
They are going to play 2 now.
Yeah, but even then, I understand that exposure thing, but the format just made no sense from the off.
Yep. And see, Vignesh, for example, Australia was slated to play Afghanistan, but they quit that because.
Although what happens is, and as we've seen, and that's what associate nations, or let's say, the likes of Ireland and teams in that sort of bracket would possibly, be saying, because many a times what happens is then the best players, or let's say your tier A players, don't play. The BCCI or whatever the boards, let's say, will field sides or draft teams.
They'll field B teams, C
teams, your second string teams will go, which defeats the whole purpose of having a league like this, because you're not pitting the right players against so that's the complaint that the smaller teams, that's with no insult to anyone, but
see,
that's
Vignesh,
something that we've seen in the past
ODI
as well.
Super League, you are already having a red signal. I'll tell you why. And the ODI Super League, why it cannot have any relevance at this point is because of this global burst of T20 leagues. I'll give you a prime example. South Africa and Australia.
SA20.
Are they small teams?
No.
It was at one point of time considered the greatest rivalry.
Yeah.
But South Africa decided to withdraw from the series against Australia because why? The SA20 holds predominance for them. That was the first indication that said that ODIs are treading on thin ice.
And mind you, this is the same South Africa who at that point were in desperate need of
Even
the points.
now.
They were really in desperate need of the points, and they said, look, no, we'll give SA20 the first priority because our board needs to make money.
Exactly. T20s give you money. The current series that has been held in South Africa, West Indies versus South Africa, the ODIs, it's not been held in the prime centers of Centurion, Johannesburg, Durban, Cape Town. It has been held in Buffalo Park, East London. That is also an indication that, okay, maybe ODIs will be relegated to smaller centers.
Yeah. Can I, by the way, at this point, just divert the topic to something else? The Champions League draws out.
We will actually do a debate on that when it's done.
Yes.
Can you tell me?
But anyway, for all of those following the Champions League as well, so Real Madrid will be playing Chelsea.
Kill me.
The one draw that Chelsea didn't want.
Actually, but this current Real team, I don't know. They're beatable.
The thing with present Real is you can score against them because they're leaky at times. But can you stop this Real Madrid side from scoring as well?
That's
the thing, because that's like waking up the lion.
Why couldn't we have gotten AC Milan or Benfica?
Anyway,
So Man City are facing Bayern.
Benfica.
What? Oh,
Yes, Man City. That's the second big draw of the day. Man City will face Bayern Munich.
Very good.
Inter Milan will be taking on Benfica, and the last one, Napoli facing AC Milan.
Oh, an all-Italian
that's the
battle.
draw.
Oh, so 3 Italian teams.
Yeah, this is the first time since 2006 that that's happened.
Wow.
Yes.
17 years later, 3 Italian teams. And when was the last time an Italian club won the Champions League?
2010, Inter Milan.
Inter.
Not since.
Before that was
Juventus.
AC, 2007.
seven.
And I think before that, Juventus, 96.
No, AC Milan won it a couple of times even before that. AC have a pedigree.
Four,
They are
I
the
guess.
third most successful team in the history of the...
6,
Four, I
right?
guess.
6 if I'm not wrong, overall. Oh, you're talking about the year? Maybe, I don't remember. Quite possible.
So Roy,
But see, that's how important ODIs are.
yeah. So let's come to that. He's focusing on IPL.
By the
Roy.
way,
Which I don't blame him.
Yeah, don't blame, but yeah, the Europa League draw is also going to be
also
following after this.
But no, Brook is...
Is with DC,
Brook
with
is with
SRH.
SRH.
Say, play Hetty, Josh, Trent and Zampa on turning tracks. Brook will make a good difference with Klaassen, I feel. With
No, because
DC.
don't forget, Klaassen is also with SRH, no?
SRH. With DC, I feel they will have to play Salt as well.
True, because they don't have another option. The only other wicketkeeper
Sarfaraz.
option would be Sarfaraz. Yeah.
I don't think. Again, the last time I saw Sarfaraz keep in IPL was sometime in
When he was playing for RCB, exactly.
That too, like a handful of games here and there.
And but the problem with DC also is they have 4 set foreign players. You
Warner,
have Warner, Marsh, Rahman Pal, and one of the Pacers.
Yeah.
Maybe
Nokia.
No, but even then, last year, remember, sometimes Mustafiz would come in.
Mustafiz.
So it's not like they don't have, but that means you'd have to drop one of them just to accommodate Phil Salt.
Phil Salt,
That's a problem.
That's a problem. You won't
And you can't drop
Nokia.
Warner.
You can't drop Marsh.
You actually
Maybe
can't
Marsh.
Marsh would be the most expendable.
Marsh would
Maybe not, because again.
No, because he rarely bowls, no?
Yes. No. But even then, he was very good with the bat last
No, he
year.
was, but what do? You horses combinations, no?
You have to either keep
Because you
with
can't drop
Sarfaraz.
Rodman. He's right, yeah, or you take the risk and keep with Sarfaraz.
No.
You'll have to do that.
Yeah.
Either you play Salt
But again, Salt, the
and
kind
you
of.
drop Marsh.
You know what he offers with the bat is something.
Yeah, but
That's
you
hard to
see,
let go of.
Northier can't be dropped. Excess
Can't be
space.
doing,
No, Nokia will only be dropped in days when you want to bring in Mustafiz. That's
Mustafiz,
it.
yeah.
That's it.
That to only be, against size that's just got right hand.
And don't forget, they already have a lot of left-handers because you have Chetan Sakaria, you have Khalil. I was going to say Kuldeep. So they have Khalil also. So they have plenty of left-armers already.
Exactly, yeah. So, as I was saying, we are discussing IPL, but actually we have got an ODI going on, which is like, I know it is a bit of a problem. See, India and ODIs in 2023. Let me just look at that.
Even
See,
2022, they were good. And mind you, 2022, a lot of the times in ODIs, you were playing a B team.
Yep,
Because you were playing your A team only in the T20s.
yep. See, I think you've lost only 3 times in the last 3 years in India.
Correct.
You lost one to South Africa in 2022. That was your only loss.
Which was again B team.
Yeah. Then you lost to Australia in 2020 before COVID hit. Then you lost to England in Pune, but that was a strong team. That England team was also strong. So winning 2-1, that was a big achievement at that point in time. So,
And mind you, one thing I've noticed about this England team, they might switch off when it comes to bilaterals. They're a whole different proposition when it comes to
ICC
tournaments.
yeah.
2023, man, if there is one team that looks very good to beat India, it is England.
Yes.
Yes.
I think
Yes.
we might see England.
And England showed something in that final against Pakistan. They showed something that we hadn't seen the whole tournament. Adaptability. They didn't have that slam bang approach then.
No, they were very cautious.
Very cautious, and they knew Ben
No,
Stokes
but they didn't
knew.
do that. But they didn't do
Not
that
in the
early.
final.
Not in the final.
No, not the final. They already had a precursor against Sri Lanka, remember?
Against India.
Even, for that matter, against India, they were really going slam.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look at how they transitioned. From
because
having
Sri Lanka,
that,
they had
were
to try-
very cautious.
Yes.
India slam bang, Pakistan cautious again.
That's the
So
point.
they are adaptable now.
Yes.
Yeah, they are.
Which
they
is
are.
why in these
Matthew Mott.
conditions,
Matthew Mott, I mean, he was.
and the way the team's responding.
Yeah, this,
We
this
took.
is done. This is
Let's
done.
go down.
Yeah. So,
In fact, we can maybe at
Wait,
this time
wait,
if we
wait.
have taken all.
we have taken all super
No,
chats.
super is fine. I'm saying there would be
Wow,
other chats
we
also.
will send a super chat to ourselves. Wow, that
doing
is
that?
awesome. Nah. Oh man, this is Pranav Anand. This was a great pitch to prepare for oval test. Seam movement available, bounce was there, which oval wicket has, and also a bit of turn when you get 4th, 5th day. BGT test here would have been fun. See, technically, when you have to host a BGT,
And we have not seen enough of overs being bowled on this deck to have a say. So as if it's a good
exactly.
track
See,
for test cricket
we
or
will
not.
all get the Border Gavaskar trophy is done. Okay. You have to understand that Pranav Anand, now for 2 months it's only going to be IPL. After that, you leave it up to the maker up there to ensure you adjust accordingly, because you only have a total of 3 + 6, 9 days to prepare. But Rohit Sharma did say, if suppose there are 10 teams in the IPL, 8 teams will already be eliminated, or 6 teams will be eliminated.
He said by 21st March, by
Players who
21st
are
May,
there, they will go and acclimatize.
So you will be seeing that. In fact, come the day or come the time, you will be seeing players only fly in bunches, because depending on their availability, and what Rohit Sharma also said in that press conference,
This will be an interesting thing. Okay.
Those who will be featuring in the WTC final already know so.
So, if you have to look at it, the IPL teams that reach the final or the knockout should have the least number of players who are going to the World Test Championship final. Technically, if you want to look at the broader benefit. So, in that sense,
all your regulars being involved, it's just so difficult to even think of sides which don't have enough Indian players in them.
no,
So,
I mean, if you look at it, see which of the guys will make it to the WTC squad. Okay, just assume that you are playing 11. You wouldn't want KKR in that.
There's no test players.
No, Umesh Yadav. Umesh would want to go. You wouldn't want RCB because Mohammad Siraj is there.
Kohli is there.
Kohli is there. You wouldn't want Mumbai Indians because there's Rohit Sharma. There is, you may have Ishan in the squad, Sky in the squad. KKR also, Shreyas.
Assuming but we don't know his
Availability, I don't
status.
think he's going to be
Then you'd want somebody from DC in the final, because DC there's not many players.
Yeah, not many Indian test level players.
Test.
Only Aksar.
Kuldeep.
Kuldeep. But whether they'll play in that is
Debate.
But they'll be there in the squad.
Yeah.
Shardul is in KKR. Actually, Shardul.
Yeah.
You don't want KKR also. Umesh and Shardul.
Rohit, by the way, indicated
That Shardul is being looked at as an option.
yes.
You wouldn't want GT.
Because you have Shubman,
Shubman. You also have
Jadeja not cut.
Shami.
No, Jadeja is LSG.
and this possibility
Shami.
and this possibility of Hardik himself being there.
So actually, if you look at it, there's no ideal
Difficult,
combination. There is no
exactly, yeah.
ideal combination.
See, either you get Punjab,
CSK.
Punjab, CSK. CSK, you have only Jadeja. That's it.
That's it.
But only one. Okay. He may feature. Either you get RR in because Ashwin may not play. KL
Rahul won't play.
He won't. But he's
gonna
there.
travel,
He's
no?
there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Actually, if you look at
LSG, RR, CSK,
Punjab,
Punjab. These are your
You're
4 teams.
missing Ashwin.
Huh? Ashwin may not play.
But he'll travel, no?
फिर भी
He
let
can
him
travel
it's okay.
later.
But Punjab Kings don't really have anyone. You're right. Because if you look at their Indian contingent, it's barely known from the test side.
No, in the test team. So you would want RR, then
Even
Punjab.
SRH for that matter.
SRH. RR, SRH. Then you will look at Punjab and
SRH.
CSK. These are the 4 teams.
But
who should make it.
Washi also won't play.
Yeah, he won't play because Jadeja will play. But
And now with Akshar there, as a
Ashwin
backup,
may not play.
Ashwin may not.
You may play, or you may play 2 spinners at the Oval. We don't know. You may play 2 spinners there. So that's the thing.
Roy SP.
No, Roy SP has an interesting suggestion. Says that if you have free post this, compare Delhi Daredevils of first 3 seasons with RCB 2016 and the impact of player and cast your vote who's better. Honestly, I will say Delhi Daredevil of the first 3.
First 3, yeah.
Because they were next level.
Yeah.
That 2016 RCB were dragged kicking and screaming by Kohli.
Yeah.
And AB de Villiers.
And but Kohli that year was
973.
973 runs.
Yeah, he was single-handedly winning you games.
You had
playing with
Gale
39
also,
stitches.
400 plus runs by both Gale and ABD.
That's what, no? But actually, if you're looking at that Delhi team of first 3
There
years,
was Dilshan,
the
Sehwag,
best was 2009.
Gambhir,
De Villiers.
Megra, De Villiers,
Dinesh
Dhawan.
Karthik used to come to bat at number 5.
Dhawan also was there.
Yes, Dhawan.
Sangwan.
Pradeep Sangwan. Nehra.
There was there.
Yeah, he was. Really. No, you're wrong. Nehra was there in Mumbai. He had been bought by Mumbai Indians. He didn't play for Delhi.
He didn't play for Delhi.
No.
One season.
Maybe I do
Maybe a
remember
season
him,
later
yeah,
on,
but I do
not
remember
early.
him.
No, that
being in
Delhi
the-
team were
Warner.
Ross Taylor बाद में आया था. Ross Taylor was initially RCB.
Initially RCB.
Russell was also there for DD.
Yeah, he was bad for them. Yeah, he was really bad for them.
Yeah. Jayavardhan,
No, but Jayavardhan also came much
2012.
later. Exactly.
Monemokal.
Monemokal was bad for them, very good for KKR. though.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Monemokal who kicked them, kicking and screaming to the qualifier in 2012.
Right, 2012.
He was the purple
right.
cap.
Yeah. Then they dropped him to bring in, what was that fellow's name? Sunny something?
Sunny Gupta.
Gupta, right.
See what happened in this is the Roy SP. This is your greatest thing. RCB losing 2016 final, the greatest mystery, or Delhi Daredevils watching
winning.
themselves up in 2012. That is the great
dropping Monemokal for Sunny
Exactly.
Gupta.
No. So what happened was Irfan Pathan sustained an injury during Delhi's game against Kolkata in Pune, first qualifier. So they lost that. They had to come to the second qualifier against Chennai. But Pathan's injury threw the team into disarray.
Composition.
Now what to do? Okay. So they already wanted to play 4 foreigners, but they wanted greater batting depth. So they wanted Russell. Who do they bench?
Monemokal.
Your purple cap winner, Monemokal. And who do you get in his place? In Irfan Pathan's place? Sunny Gupta, who had not even played any form of cricket leading up to the IPL. And what happened? Murli Vijay took him for 20 runs.
Nor after that.
3 overs for 45. Sunny Gupta is never the same again. He never plays after that. Trust Delhi Daredevils to do something on that kind. RCB 2016, I will never understand how could peak Virat Kohli,
Gale and De Villiers also
and
flying.
AB de Villiers on the flattest of decks in
did
your
they-
home ground of Chinnaswamy Stadium.
See, they won most of their games at home, yeah. Most of them were won.
Still, you did not
Pattas
win the
they had
final.
given.
That was 2016 when you think about it. Like if I have to have a really good debate, 2016 was probably one of the crazy sport years.
Oh yes.
If you're thinking of beyond just because you had again Kohli 973 runs could win the IPL, SRH win it out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You had
Out of nowhere, again,
no, they were
single-handedly
good.
Warner single-handedly.
They were Best was
Besto was 18.
Besto came 18.
Single-handedly Warner. Yeah.
It was Warner and
He
their
scored a
bowlers.
century that year.
Warner, Yuvraj, Ben Cutting.
Ben Cutting, Chakka,
Bhuvi, it was Bhuvaneshwar.
they're bowling. Bhuvneshwar,
Mustafizur.
Sandeep Sharma, Mustafizur,
Bipul Sharma.
Bipul Sharma,
That left
yes,
armour.
left arm. I
He
remember
got
now.
De Villiers out. No, that was Bhargav, but no, that was Bipul Sharma. Bipul Sharma.
So 2016 was a crazy year for sport because that year you had, I remember, what's that?
Carlos Brathwaite, remember the name?
Brathwaite, remember the name? Ireland beat England in the
16
Euros. No, Ireland, sorry, Iceland.
Yes.
Iceland beat England in the Euros. 16.
Was that the celebration?
Yeah, the Viking claps.
The Viking clap, yes.
Then
a country with a population of 2 lakh people.
Phelps' total gold medal sweep halted by Joseph Schooling.
Then 2016, Nico Rosberg beat Lewis Hamilton to win his first and
Last
only world championship.
Sindhu losing in the gold medal match to
Yes.
Marin.
Of course.
Karen.
Carolina Marin.
Carolina Marin.
You mixed their name.
I mixed the name.
Karen. That Karen is for something else. So,
India finally out to bat.
yep. So
Hopefully they play bang cricket.
that will be not too difficult because Shubman Gill,
Is in flying form recently.
2 test hundreds, 3 ODI hundreds, 1 T20 hundred in the last 3
Roy
months.
SP has something more to say.
Nehra was in MI.
2009, that's what.
That's what. Vittori, actually, Vittori, Collingwood, Warner, ABD, Mishra 2, Gale flopped in
Well,
2016.
let's not forget Amit Mishra is leading wicket taker, leading Indian wicket taker in the history of the IPL.
Yeah, I know.
I remember they had Vittori and Collingwood also. Yes, they would play often, but they were definitely they were part of that Delhi
No,
team.
Amit Mishra used to.
Amit Mishra would always be playing first choice. Even his leg breaks.
I mean, he prospered in SRH. At Deccan.
Yeah, he did. He won the title with them, no, 2009.
Was
No,
Mishra?
he wasn't part of that top squad, right? He was
Mishra, unfortunately, the greatest bowler yet to win an IPL title with the team.
Yeah, but Piyush Chawla won it.
Piyush Chawla's won it twice, I guess.
Haan,
KKR
but-
and
yes,
CSK.
16 euros.
That's what I'm saying. No, Iceland. They beat England there.
Yeah.
And then, of course,
Portugal
winning.
beating France.
The hosts.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was host. France for the host.
France
There were
host.
multiple hosts, no?
Nice.
Multiple hosts was 2021.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Oh, man. Crazy 2016. So,
The
the chase
Indian openers are out.
Yep.
Ishan Kishan there is. And
Surely we'll
Shubman
join you
Gill.
after what should be a formality of a chase.
Hope so. Because, see, even in low-scoring encounters in Bangladesh, it actually became a thriller.
Yes.
You don't want that here.
You don't want that, yeah. So, hope that we come back sooner rather than later. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. Do check out all the videos that we have done on the special 47-minute gold interaction with Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar that Nikhil has done. So, you're asking, where is he?
And
He's with God. at this
little
point in
evidence of
time.
that is over here as well. It's been touched by God.
Yes. So where we are currently sitting on this particular patch,
we are in a
there
way
is
in
holy
presence.
ground.
Yes.
This is holy ground.
This is-
So we have to remove our shoes each and every time we touch that bat because it's been touched by the hand of God. And I don't mean Maradona's hand of God, it is by the real God called Sachin Tendulkar.
Either way, we'll see you after this match ends.
Ends. Thank you. Bye-bye. Vanakkam.